Kevin Costner slams Yellowstone as he breaks silence on quitting show amid feud. Kevin Costner famously left Yellowstone after a rumored feud with creator Taylor Sheridan. And now the actor is bashing the show in a new interview. Kevin Costner recently made a tongue-in-cheek remark about Yellowstone in an interview, after departing from the series last year amid speculations of a tiff with show creator Taylor Sheridan. During a chat with Entertainment Tonight, the former Yellowstone star made light of the show's dramatic storylines, stating his character and others all should be in prison. Referencing his role as family patriarch John Dutton, which he played from 2018 to 2024, Costner opened up, "Well, it's modern-day ranching. Yellowstone was able to capture that really so beautifully. I mean, it's a bit of a soap opera," he expressed to the media outlet. Further playing into the dark humor, he added, "I mean, we all should be in prison," likely alluding to the various killings within the series. Costner's iconic character met an abrupt end in the midst of Season 5, taken out by a murder-for-hire scheme in the Part 2 premiere, which stirred up controversy among fans who viewed it as a spiteful nod to the reported dispute between him and Sheridan. In 2024, Kevin openly discussed the series finale in a video obtained exclusively by Daily Mail, stating, "I'm not thinking about the Yellowstone finale. I don't think I've given it any thoughts. We'll just let it go," signaling his detachment from the show's conclusion. Rumblings of Costner's Yellowstone exit surfaced in 2023 amidst gossip of behind-the-scenes discord with Taylor. Marty Singer, Kevin's lawyer, has firmly dismissed rumors alleging that Kevin refused to shoot for more than a week during the second part of Season 5. The idea that Kevin was only willing to work 1 week on the second half of Season 5 of Yellowstone is an absolute lie, Marty revealed last summer. "It's ridiculous, and anyone suggesting it shouldn't be believed for 1 second," he added. In reality, Kevin's schedule was in conflict due to his commitment to direct Horizon, marking his first directorial effort in 2 decades. The star of The Bodyguard made it clear in June 2024 that he would not be part of Season 5 Part 2 at all, through a video message he shared on Instagram. "I want to reach out and let you know that after this long year and a half of working on Horizon, and doing all the things that's required, and thinking about Yellowstone, that beloved series that I love, that I know you love, I just realized that I'm not going to be able to continue Season 5B or into the future," Kevin expressed. "It was something that really changed me. I loved it, and I know you loved it. And I just wanted to let you know that I won't be returning, and I love the relationship we've been able to develop, and I'll see you at the movies," he concluded. For the first time since his shocking departure from Yellowstone, Kevin Costner is speaking out, and he's not holding back. In a blistering, emotionally charged statement that dropped like a thunderclap across Hollywood and Montana alike, Costner finally confirmed what fans had feared and speculated for months. His time as Patriarch John Dutton is over, and it didn't end on his terms. "I gave everything I had to Yellowstone," Costner began during an interview filmed on his sprawling Denver ranch in Aspen, Colorado. "I poured my heart into that role. I helped shape it. And in the end, it felt like I was being pushed out of something I helped build." For months, rumors swirled about tension between Costner and Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan, with whispers of script delays, creative clashes, and scheduling conflicts linked to Costner's passion project, Horizon, an American saga. But now, Costner is confirming there was more to the story, and it wasn't just about a calendar. "I was painted as difficult, as if I didn't care. That's not true. What I didn't want was to be kept in the dark about where my character was going," he said. "You don't treat John Dutton like a secondary character, and you don't treat Kevin Costner like a day player." Costner claimed the tension started to build in Season 5, when script pages were delivered late and the show's direction became increasingly unclear. According to him, he asked direct questions about John Dutton's arc, only to receive vague, evasive answers. It was like asking someone to read a map they hadn't drawn yet, he said. I was fighting for the integrity of the story, for the soul of this family saga. And at a certain point, I realized I was no longer invited to that conversation. He paused, then added with a wry smile, "It was like being written out of your own will." Costner also addressed the rumors that his departure was all about Horizon, the Western epic he directed, co-wrote, and financed. "I didn't leave Yellowstone for Horizon," he said firmly. "I left because the show left me first. If I'm honest, the timelines only clashed because no one could tell me when, or even if, we were actually filming." Sheridan, for his part, has remained mostly silent publicly, save for a few cryptic comments suggesting that Costner's attention had shifted elsewhere. But Costner isn't buying that narrative. "I was always clear," he said. "Give me a schedule. Give me scripts. Respect the work, and I'll be there. But you can't hold me hostage in limbo while you figure out your next spin-off." The actor's comments come at a time when Yellowstone is undergoing a seismic transformation. With the flagship series reportedly ending after its second half of Season 5, Sheridan is forging ahead with a new chapter, one rumored to star Matthew McConaughey. "It's his sandbox now," Costner said, almost wistfully. "I just hope he doesn't bury what made it special." And what, in Costner's eyes, did make Yellowstone special? The silence of the plains, the weight of legacy, the cost of power, he said, his voice growing softer. It was never about the twists and betrayals. It was about the land. The land was always the main character. I fought for that right up until the end. Still, Costner seems at peace with his decision, even if there's a twinge of sadness in his words. "I didn't want to go out this way, but I won't beg to be somewhere I'm not valued. I've had a long career. I've made mistakes. But I know when I've done good work, and I know when that work deserves better." As for whether he'd ever return for a proper send-off, he chuckled. "You'd have to ask the writers if John Dutton's even still alive. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they sent a grizzly bear after him off-screen. That'd be cheaper than writing a real ending." Despite the acrimony, Costner says he still holds affection for the Yellowstone cast and crew. "They're some of the hardest-working people I've ever met. And I loved every dusty, wind-blown moment on that ranch," he said. "But sometimes, a cowboy's just got a ride on." Costner then turned the focus to Horizon, his sweeping, four-part Western epic that spans generations and follows settlers, soldiers, and indigenous communities through the brutal expansion of the American West. "I'm building something bigger now. Not just a series, not just a role. A legacy," he said. If Yellowstone was a chapter, Horizon is the whole book. As he stood in front of a weathered fence, sunlight glinting off the snow behind him, Costner offered one last thought, part lament, part warning. Don't mistake silence for agreement. I was silent out of respect. But now I've spoken, and the dust won't settle easily. With that, the man who was John Dutton tipped his hat to the past and strode into his future, leaving behind not just a ranch, but a cultural juggernaut, forever changed by his presence and forever haunted by his absence.